KILR Killer Games.
Hello gamers and simmers and pilots, I am the Killer Gamer and welcome to the World Tour with Flight Simulator 98. And we're really beginning to get this thing upgraded now, so let's take a look at a few things here. As you'll notice, there's something new here and I've got something new here. What are these? Well, it would be this. Flight Director 99. Now I had Flight Director 98. I don't know where the disc is at, but I went ahead and got that. And I got that installed. And the funny thing is that I had to completely reinstall Microsoft Flight Simulator 98 and reconfigure everything because not everything was working the way it was supposed to when I had it on XP, Windows XP in VMware. And that's because this stuff is a 16-bit software and that was a 32-bit operating system. Usually XP is pretty good at playing things, but no, like half the stuff didn't load right, and some stuff didn't work at all. Like there was one program, and I'll get to that, not in this particular flight, but I try to load it up. It's like, oh no, not seeing the files that I'm supposed to see. Quitting now. Couldn't even install it. So it wasn't until I set up a Windows 98 virtual drive in VMware and then reinstalled Flight Simulator 98 and the software that everything is working the way that it's supposed to be working. So if you're wondering what is the best way to play Flight Simulator 98, VMware and on Windows 98. If you really want to get all of these little add-ons and expansions working the way they should. Remember when I told you where FS Clouds didn't install properly? It works now. It installed no problem, and now I'm getting the full benefit of it. So, you know, instead of just textures, now I'm getting everything that goes with it. So that's really cool. So since we have this new program, just going to put that right up there, freshly scanned since there's not a really good image of it on the internet. So there you go, Flight Director 99. So now let's go ahead and talk about where we're going to be flying to. We'll just pull this up right here. Okay, so we're here at Lansing Municipal, and we're just going to make a short flight over here to Chicago Midway. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll set up our radio for at 114.2 for Chicago Heights, and oh well, I just realized we're probably not going to need to worry about that because we've got our ATC program, so they're gonna vector us anyway. But we'll still set the radios just in case. So we'll set Chicago Heights radio. We'll set the Joliet radio. That'll get us, that'll let us know where our intersection point is and all that other stuff. But we should be vectored by ATC. Yeah, this is all Flight Simulator 98, right? Crazy. All right, so let me go ahead and take that off there. And then something else I kind of want to show you is with Flight Director 99, it allows you to input real weather from METAR reports. Now, I haven't had any luck trying to find an actual site to download METAR reports. There's plenty of sites out there where you can type in the airport code and get the METAR results. But as far as downloading, an actual file, I can't find anything. And I think maybe that's just because simulators are just, they're automatic now. It's just kind of like, okay, just download it from the internet. Where's it downloading it from? I don't know. But there is a text file that comes with Flight Director 99, which has got like all the airports in it. Maybe not all of them, but what I did is I loaded. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Okay, so what we've got here, this is from airnav.com. So if you were to scroll all the way down here, and I'm not seeing everything, so I need to pull this up here and over. But do you see the METAR reports over here on the side? What I did is I just copied and pasted these into the text file. I overwrote the ones that were in there and maybe added a couple others, such as the airport that we're at right now, Lansing. And it's reading the information. So, whoops, that's not the one that I wanted to. So I'm going to put this right here so you can see this. Let me make it a little bigger so it's a little easier to read there. Now, we go back into the simulator, and I'm going to pull up this. This is the weather report thing. Now, I already loaded this up here, but for O'Hare, you can see skies scattered at 1,700 feet, surface winds 4 knots, 260 degrees. Now, if we go over here to this METAR report, here it is. Here is KRD, and you'll see, sure enough, 4 knots, 260 degrees. There's, well, it says few 170, so it puts it in as scattered on Flight Simulator. And you've got the barometer right there. It's usually that anyway. There's that slippage thing, but it doesn't look like it's calculating that. And I don't know about all this stuff here, but I did see it in the text file. So, but yeah, so it's all here. And then Midway, which was where we're going. I got that right here. So skies scattered at 1,800 feet. And you can see right here, few, 18. And you can see it's got 6 knots at 260. So it's all right here. So it's, yeah, it's a little bit of work to get in there, but I'm not having to type it all in by hand. I can load it into Flight Director, and then Flight Director is linked to ProFlight 98, so it will it'll load in the flight plan from ProFlight 98 and then generate the adventure, compile the adventure with the weather on it, and FS Clouds is connected to it, so it'll show the appropriate clouds. It's a lot. It's a lot. I spent hours on this trying to get these things connected and working correctly. But that's the whole idea with this world tour, is trying to do what we can with the simulator and just try to jazz it up as much as possible. And that's exactly what we're doing. So this is an EFIS here. This will show us our route, and then we've got a GPS down here. So that is it was just open space. It was a perfect place to put it. So yeah, so everything is can't get better. But just wait, it gets even better. Wait till you hear how this starts. You're gonna love this. This took a lot of work too.
Unicom citation 316 Lima 4
Oh,
miles west.
it is hooked up. Hold on.
Landing. Request field advisory.
Citation 316 Lima, winds gusty 010 at 10. Altimeter is 2997.
Looking for the reference sheet. It's like, where is it? Quick reference. No. Okay, I just realized that we're on multicom, so we won't be able to check in until we get out of there. Where is the reference sheet? Okay. We are back, I think. Yeah, so we have to tune in to multicom, which is what we're tuned in, 122.75. And we won't check in until we actually get up in the air, so. Well, let's go ahead and get started here. We didn't even tune in our navs yet. Let's do that. Chicago Heights 114.2. And we were going to do that at a radial of 3300. Never know. Sometimes the adventure just kind of like fails.
Unicom Baron 530 Alpha Niner North at 3,500 landing. Request field advisory.
Baron 530 Alpha, winds gusty 010 at 10. Altimeter is 2997.
Doesn't seem like the Joliet one is tuning in. Maybe it'll tune in when we get up in the air. All right. So like I said, once we start communicating with ATC, you're going to hear something that took me a while to work on, but you'll like it. Let's see. We're going to advance our time also.
advisory.
Falcon 6-8 Echo, winds gusty 010 at 10. Altimeter is 29997.
Unicom Aztec 115 Hotel 7 miles west, split 4000 land, request field.
Okay, so I advanced the time so that way
Aztec 115 Hotel.
it's around the same time with the other simulators. So we'll just say that we went for a rest. So this should get us synced up with hopefully the other ones, or somewhat close anyway. All right. Okay, I think we are ready to go here. Man, I had so much resetting of everything that I had to do.
Unicom Aztec 437 Echo 7 miles west at 3500 landing, request field advisory.
Aztec 437 Echo, winds gusty 010 at 10. Altimeter is 29997.
I'd say there's a bit of a wind. It seems to be blowing us around.
Unicom Piper Niner 58 Romeo 3 miles north at 5,500 landing. Request field advisory.
Piper 958 Romeo, winds gusty 010 at 10. Altimeter is 29997.
Now the textures are a little bit different because of the EFIS clouds and textures. Now I thought I selected just the default ones, but that is okay. And there's this weird green landing strip that we just walked right over. Went over. Yeah, that's it. All right, now. Wait till you hear this.
Unicom Commander Niner 18 Bravo 5 miles out at 5,500 landing. Request field advisory.
Commander Niner
Whoa.
18 Bravo, winds gusty 010 at 10. Altimeter is 29997.
Traffic, Cessna 13 Foxtrot, departing the area to the northwest.
Yeah. My voice is in there.
Unicom Cherokee 175 Whiskey 8 miles east at 5,000 landing, request field advisory.
175 Whiskey, winds gusty 010 at 10. Altimeter is 29997.
Now we check in with multicom.
Traffic, Cessna 13 Foxtrot, 0 miles, west at 500.
Alright, so let's go ahead and... Can't help that. So there we go. There's our little flight plan there.
Gulf Stream 972, Sierra 30 miles west, 2000 land, request field advisory.
Gulfstream 972 Sierra, wind steady 010 at 10. Altimeter is 29997.
And it looks like our heading bug and everything is tracking it. We might be on our own since we started off on multicom. I've noticed that sometimes happen, at least with ProFlight emulator. I tell you what, I may have had Flight Director 98, but I don't think I ever installed it. Either that or I just got the... Maybe I just got the manual for it. With my FS clouds and never got the disc. I don't know. I don't know what I did. But I don't think I ever installed it because I definitely don't remember having this or, you know, this. Is there any more talking we can do here? Doesn't seem like it. Oh my, we are losing altitude again. Well, we're at 2,000. That's not too bad. Okay.
Fairchild 198 Romeo 10 miles west at 5,500 landing. Request field advisory.
Fairchild 198 Romeo, wind steady 250 at 10. Altimeter is 29997.
I'm getting a little up and down here. want to check our comms here. Alright, ETA is only 4 minutes. We better... Yeah, it's right there. I want to see if we can tune in the tower here, or approach or something. 118.5. 118.5. Let's see if we can tune in.
Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot out of 2,000.
That's not departure.
4,000. IFR
118.5. Oh, they're the same. Maybe we want tower. 118.75. We'll try that one. Well, nope, that didn't work.
Tower, Aeroflot 824 at 3000, walking 1335.
Aeroflot 824, enter right downwind wind
Ah.
steady 250 and 10, altimeter is 2997.
I have to do initial checking for
Roger,
landing.
Aeroflot 824.
I keep doing the wrong one. See if that works. No! Come on! Ah! It's not gonna let me. Well, I don't think we'll worry about ATC then, since they don't want to communicate with me.
Tower, Cherokee 437 Foxtrot. Request frequency change.
Cherokee 437 Foxtrot, remain on this frequency, I'll have traffic for you.
Roger, Cherokee 437 Foxtrot.
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to control the plane and it's not moving, and I realize I wasn't clicked on the simulator. Can I check in for landing now?
Tower Cessna 13 Foxtrot 3 miles to the southeast at 1,000. IFR landing.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, winds 250 at 5, altimeter is 2997, cleared to land, 31 center. Cessna 13 Foxtrot, contact approach on 118.45.
Approach Cessna 13 Foxtrot out of 1,000. 4,000. IFR
Roger. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Squawk 4752.
4752.
Cessna 787 Yankee. 52. Walking 4630.
Cessna 787 Yankee. Descend to maintain 5,000.
Roger, down to 5,000. Cessna 787 Yankee.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Radar contact.
Yeah. I would think so. I'm about ready to land at your facility. Better get the other thing of flaps down. Whoa. Gotta slow down our... Ah, I wish I could get my joystick to work. Alright, so we are landed, so I don't think they're going to tell us to at least on this one.
Approach FedEx 476 at 8,000. Squawking 5556.
So we'll need to check in with ground.
476, descend and maintain 4.
Ground is 121.65. So we'll check in with them as soon as we get off the runway. Which right here looks good.
Ground, Can-Am 877 at the terminal with information. Quebec.
Can-Am 877, taxi to the runway and hold.
Roger, Can-Am 877.
Does that door actually open? Like on some of these other ones we saw? Oh no, that's already... You know, it doesn't have a cement floor, but hey, you know. Alright, so we're tuning the ground. I guess we better tell them that we're clear of the runway.
Ground, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Clear the active runway.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, taxi to terminal.
There is no... well, yeah. Oh, what? It's not going to let me do a Roger? Sometimes it...
Roger.
There it goes.
Taxi to terminal. Cessna 13 Foxtrot.
Roger. Alright. Well, we are here. And we'll go ahead and turn that off, and I think we can close our flight plan. Nah, that's all VFR. That doesn't let you. Thought there was one that you check in to close your flight plan, but it looks like that's just VFR from what the instructions are saying. Anyway, I hope you found this flight interesting, a little bit different. Sorry if my mind seemed like it was all over the place. There's just so much going on here with the ATC and the time that I spent to get my voice recorded. It was like 471 WAV files. And so you can add voices to it. There's room to add voices to it. But it's like 471 WAV files. And there's still room for like another 7 voices. So I'm going to be working on getting some voices added. And just pretty much go from there. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. And check out this flight on the other simulators. And I will see you next time. If you thought this flight was interesting, then you might want to check it out on these other flight simulators that you see on your screen. It's just a fun way to relive old memories and see how things changed over the years. Be sure to subscribe to be notified of any new videos, and I'll see you on the next flight.